Hi, this is Ken Anderson, President and CEO of Walter Anderson Nursery, San Diego's independent nursery since 1928. In today's garden segment, nursery expert David Ross is going to take the mystery out of growing staghorn ferns. These beautiful plants are not nearly as complicated to grow as people think they are, and I'm sure you'll find one that'll work perfectly in your yard.
Hi, I'm David Ross, garden expert for Walter Anderson Nursery. One of the most mysterious plants in the garden and thought to be most difficult to grow is the staghorn fern family. But I'm here to tell you a little secret. They're really easy to grow. Don't tell anybody, that's just between you and me, but they're pretty darn easy to grow. They are almost semi-contained systems. If you give them some water once in a while, they almost take care of themselves. As they produce fronds, there's two types of fronds on a staghorn plant. There are fertile fronds, which are the hands that come out at you, and base shields, which are these foreground plants that stay down and hold them to the trees. Well, as these base shields, new ones come out, the old ones disappear into the back and they compost themselves. They break down, and as they break down, they release nutrients to the plants. Also, occasionally, insects, bees and bugs will drop poops down in here, or they will die in here, and as they break down, they will feed your plant as well. But it's also a good idea to give them a little extra food once in a while. And Grow Power makes these little planting tablets. They actually look like horse pills. I don't like to take them, but they're great for the plants. If you take 2 or 3 of these on a plant, drop them down behind here once or twice a year, that'll be all the food they need. When you water them, the water washes over the top and down the back, and it feeds your plants every time you water. They should be watered a couple of times a week when it's hot, much less during cooler periods. And they like an area where they get bright shade, filtered sun, mottled sun. I'm standing under 50% shade cloth in the full sun all day long, and that's where this plant would thrive. And once you've been successful with different plants, you might begin to see differences in the way they grow. This plant has finely divided narrow leaves. If you come over and look at this member of the Hilii family, these fronds are very, very wide. This is my favorite type, the Hilii family, because these fronds on some varieties can get out this wide. And this guy down here, take a look at him. I guess it should be she. She is called hula hands. And if you look at this, you can see a dancer. I probably shouldn't do that, but you can see the hands of a dancer as they are waving in the wind. This variety, I think, is exceptional the way it cuts out and the way it looks. Water them twice a week, feed them as needed, and if you're real successful, you may have to lock your doors and windows, because look what can happen after a few years of growing these successfully. They can become ginormous. If you have a plant like that, you might decide it's time to cut it up into smaller pieces, or it may just fall out of the tree and you may need to rehang it. That's a subject for another segment. We'll talk about it next time. I'm David Ross, garden expert from Walter Anderson Nursery. We'll see you next time.